It's a really quick video on how to change the inhibitor in our 2010 L200. The inhibitors here, just where the sump is for the gearbox oil. Obviously this is an automatic, so the inhibitor screws, bolts, there's one there and one there. There are 10 more bolts, then that needs to come off, and then that needs to come off to be able to get the inhibitor out. Once you've got the inhibitor out, there's another connector all the way up there. Can you see it with the new connections on? Try and get a light up there. Sorry about this. You see it up there? Yeah, that's it. So that's that connector. Now that connector does come off the chassis. This is the old one. So that connector comes off the chassis. That connector there is what it clips off the chassis. Once it's off the chassis, it's easier to get to. Now this bottom clip here, this clip you need to get underneath it, because you know, like the clip that's on the chassis, you need to get underneath it with a small flathead and then push it upwards. Once it pushes up, this connector will come off. Don't try and push it in between the cap at the top, because it won't do anything and it's an absolute bastard to get off if not. So you need to get underneath, so sort of like at the top of this, in between. If you imagine that being clipped on, you need to get in between the lip, because there's like a little lip on it and it hooks up. So if you can get a driver in as close to this edge as you can, obviously on the outside bit, like where my finger is, and then lift up, you'll see like a little clip lift up. Once that clip lifts up, this will pull out. Once this is pulled out, brilliant. There is another bolt, you can't see it now because the inhibitor's on. Let's see if you can see it through there. There is another bolt. Looks like it's holding on the harness, the wiring harness. You can't see it because that's in the way. It's pretty much the that bolt just sort of lets the harness loose, and that's pretty much it. That's the inhibitor done. Any questions, feel free to ask or comment. Cheers.